Well, we have two technologies that we're showing here at CES. The first is our liquid helium product. Our liquid helium product is a language heuristics engine. Now, if that made you go to sleep, understand it, but let me make it more interesting for you. One of the other things that we're showing is our brand new TLDR product. Now, if you know TLDR, it stands for Too Long Didn't Read. Now, all the kids know what that means, and it's basically when you go to a web and you found too much text, it's too much to read. Well, we've got a solution for you, and we've got it on several different platforms. So what we're showing, I'm showing you in a nice big size here, but this is our iPhone app. Now, our iPhone app is a news reader. Now, we also are supporting Android as well, so let me just open up the Android so you can see that it's the exact same app running on Android as well. Okay? Now, what it is a news reader. Now, that doesn't sound very exciting, so let me make it exciting for you. So we'll go back over here to where I've blown it up on the iPad so you can see. Okay. Now, I have a bunch of categories and types of categories, and of course, you can go in and you can decide which categories you're interested in, turn categories on and off and so on. But in a news reader, in most news readers, I should say, what do you generally see? Well, you generally see just a headline. So, yep, here you go, I got some headlines, all right? But you also see maybe a sentence, just one sentence, if you're lucky. And you can't really judge if that article is good on one sentence. So here's what we do. Instead of that, we actually go out and go to the real website. When we see this go by in the RSS feed, we go out to the real website and we actually pull out a summary from the real website. Now, this is not the first sentence or the second sentence or the first paragraph. We've actually used our liquid helium technology to create the summary itself. Now, if you're interested in that story or perhaps another story, you can continue to browse on. You can either go to the original, so we have a built-in browser, so I can actually see the original story itself and read the full story. Or, if it's the subject that I'm interested in, but I'm not interested in this particular story, I can also simply say find more. Now what happens is we have just then, in that split second, taken the keywords that we found in the original article, used our 4above search engine, this is our search engine powered by liquid helium at 4above.com, and we've actually gone and found related stories for you. So again, I can begin to drill down, seeing the summaries, or we can continue to find more, and find more, and find more, and keep on going. Now, eventually I'm going to come to the end and we're not going to have any more in our feeds. So when that happens, again, I can go back out to the web. And we're going right now to 4above.com, and we've taken all of the keywords from that story. And here we have more stories. And we've got more stories with their summary as well. Now let's say we want to go, okay, I want to read, this story. So again, this is a browser, so I can continue to navigate over to that particular story. Now, this is a story we did not find in our feeds, but I really like that idea of being able to shorten it down. So once again, we have a TLDR button. So I can just hit the TLDR button, and we're going in, and we're going to summarize the story and giving you 4 links. We can say a short, a medium, a long version of the story. So you can pick just the length of text that you're actually interested in seeing right now. Now that's one of our apps that we're showing here. Now that's being consumed. In other words, these articles have already been written. Well, what if you're one of the journalists that's actually writing the story? Well, we've got a prototype of our editor. Now our editor, let me just close that off, there we go. This is just a prototype of a text editor. Okay. And let's say I'm writing a story and I want to know as a journalist, how good am I doing? Am I using the right keywords for what I'm trying to do? So I'll hit my review button and we can see the summary of the story that we just created. We can also see all about our keywords. So we can see the keywords that our liquid helium engine found in the story that I'm writing. Not only that, we also did a search using those keywords on 4above.com and found other stories using those, or also using other keywords that we've not used. So as a journalist, I could consider adding in those keywords to give me a better SEO ranking. We can also tell you all sorts of things about the readability level of your story. Is it a high readability, a low readability level, and so on. Many, many things in understanding and comprehending the language that is being used. So this app, as I said, is a prototype. We're thinking about building that. And judging from the feedback we're already getting here, we're probably going to build that out. But we've already got it working for, if you're a WordPress user, we've got a plugin that we're putting into the WordPress store that does that very summarization for you in WordPress already. So we're going to be rolling out a lot of things, all based around the idea of TLDR and our liquid helium engine. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.